covered referencing over the past 2 days and general rules of um yeah of formulas in Excel. Today we are looking at data inputs, right? So how do you input data into Excel from across multiple layers or multiple source files? Um, yes, the meetings will be recorded. I mean, it's being recorded, right? I should actually record this one. Um, well, from from this weekend because Friday, Saturday, Sunday will be pre-recorded. So please make sure you subscribe so you see it, and they will not be listed, right? So you have to subscribe. Um, Oyinda, please go ahead. I see your hand is raised.
Yes, thank you so much for this class. Please, I just joined today and I don't know if there's a recorded section for day one and day two.
Yes, there is, and it will be ready. I mean, it will be on my YouTube channel from Friday. So please, if you can subscribe. YouTube channel is on the mail I've sent to you. It's always at the bottom. Just click on it. Make sure you subscribe. It will be there from Friday or yeah
All
this
right.
weekend. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
So I'm assuming that we all have it now, or a majority of us have it now. So we'll begin. So today we are looking about. I mean, we are talking about how to import data from Excel. How to import data from multiple sources, right? That's the focus of today. How to import data from multiple sources, and if you have time, yeah, basically from PDFs, from web pages, text files, and folders, right? We might not be able to do web pages, but we'll do for PDF files from PDF files from folders and from a text file, right? So please permit me to share my screen. When you can see my screen, please do let me know. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I
Yes,
can.
yes, I
Perfect.
can.
Perfect. So now we assuming you have this. This is a financial statement of a publicly available financial statement of Cadbury, right? And I'm using this because I just want to just use it, right? It can be anything, right? So assuming we have assuming we have a a table, for example, in the PDF file, right? And we want to import it, right? So let's say we have, I mean, this is a financial statement. So I'm using this because I know that there are multiple tables in a financial statement. So let me look for a large one, for example. Yeah, for example, this, right? Assuming we have this table and you're asked to replicate this table in Excel, right? You want to get this is a table from a PDF file and you want to get it into Excel, right? If on a smaller table, there's no harm in writing it by yourself, writing it out, right? But if you have, I mean, the longer the table, the more difficult it is to actually bring it out, right? So is there a faster way to import this data into Excel? So now let's go to Excel, right? So on Excel, pardon me, just trying to figure out my cursor. Yeah. So this is Excel, right? So on Excel, if you see the top bar, you see data, right? So you have home, insert, you have multiple things, and there's some things you see in mine that you might not see in yours. It's fine. If you go to data, right, you see get data, right? And other get data, we can get data from multiple sources. So if you click on this, you can see we can get data from a file. So either from an Excel file, a text file, a XML file, PDF file, a folder. So I get it from that. You can also pull data from a database. So let's say you have it stored in an SQL server somewhere or a Microsoft Access server somewhere. You can also get data from it. You can even get it from, I mean, an online source, right? So let's say the data is on, let's say, IMS website, for example, or World Bank website, or you have the data somewhere, right, on the website you would like to import into Excel. You can also import it, right? Or from other sources like web pages. There are multiple ways, right? Or even from a picture. And doesn't really work as well, but like if you have, there's some Excel that are pictures, are not real. I mean, some PDFs that are pictures, right? Excel has this technology. I hope I'm getting it correctly. I think it's OCLR. I'm not sure, but like, it can also get it from a picture, right? So if you have a data in a picture, I'm not sure of the technology, please. But like, it has the technology that it can spool it. It's not really the best, but it tries its best, right? But today we want to focus on getting the data from PDF, right? From a folder and from a text file. So this will be important because the please save save this file because this will be the basis for what we do in day 4, right, and day 5 and everything, right? This data will be the basis of it, right? So now let's begin. Assuming we want to spool this particular data, right, from this PDF into Excel, right? How do we go about it? So go to Excel, go to our data tab, we click on get data from file and from PDF, right? So we want to get it from a PDF file. So click on from PDF, right? And it takes us to where we saved whatever we saved, right? And I mean, that's why I actually saved the full folder, right? And this is where it is for me. Like it's called Cabri Foundation, right? And click on import, right? If I click on import, it runs it and it tells me, see, on page 2, I have a table. On page 3, I have a table. On page 6, I have one table here. I have 2 tables on page 6. On page 9, I have this table. So you have multiple tables. So it basically gets all the tables in the full PDF file, right? But if you can remember, we want this table. This table is on page 20, right? So we go to page 20. So this is page 20, right? So this is the table we want, right? So this is the table we want, right? So all we have to do now, if I'm teaching an advanced class, and maybe as we go ahead, I don't know if I have that in the curriculum, we'll talk about Power Pivot, right? But I plan to do a full session on Power Pivot sometime in June, July. Hopefully, all things being equal, right? Power Pivot is a whole new topic on its own. But basically, this is what we want, right? So if you just click on load, right? Load, that's all, right? For this, I'm not going to the technicalities of it. Just click on load. What it does is that it brings my table from PDF into Excel, right? And it makes it it makes it a data table. And I mean, as we go ahead, somewhere in the days, I will tell you the difference between an Excel table and a data table. There are two different things, right? But it makes it a data table, right? And if format it in a very funny way, green and white and like a Nigerian color, but like this is not what I want, right? I don't want this. I don't want the fancy color and the fancy stuff, right? So I click on under the table styles, and I come here and click on clear. So it clears the format. The formatting it did for me, the whole nice coloring and stuff. I don't need it. All I need is the data. That's what I need, right? So this is the data, right? Then I cannot begin to clean it, right? Because you can see that. I mean, it tries, right? It's not perfect, but you can work with this, right? You cannot begin cleaning the data from this. And at least I saved you the first part of the work of typing everything out one by one. You just have to just now clean the data, right? Oyinda has a question. Please go ahead, please. Oyinda?
Okay, please. I was trying to zoom in, so I didn't see where you pressed to load the data into the.
So it's basically at the bottom. You just see load. Just click on load. At the bottom, just click on load. That's all. Right.
All right, thank you.
So you'll be able to load it, right? So that is basic importing data from PDF, right? As simple as that. It helps your work, right? The second thing we want to do is how do we import it from? So now that I've done this, I've showed you how to import it from PDF, right? In the file I gave you, there is a, pardon me. In the file I gave you, there is, let me check the file and ensure that, yeah. So in the file I gave you, there is something called sales data. It's a text document, right? A text document, right? What I want you to do now, on your own now, everybody, as much as you can, is I want you to download the data on that text file into Excel. So the data on that text file, right? So go, data from that text file into Excel. Can we do that, right? I want you to get the data from that text file. That is the text file you downloaded. That is this sales data text file, right? It's part of what I asked you to download. If I'm correct. Yeah. So this is the 3. This is what you downloaded, and yes, there's a sorry. In the 3, there should be a text file. Yeah, there's this text, this sales data text, right? So I want you to bring the data in this sales data text into Excel, right? Using the same method or the same approach we just did for the PDF, right? The page 20 shows that this this stand is empty. Oh, it's page 20. Thomas, is it sorry, let me. So if you go to from table this PDF and you click on this page 20 as page 20 here. This is what it's showing. Is it the same for you, Thomas? Yes, same format, right? Yeah. Just leave it the same format. We'll talk about formatting later. Just want to just show how to import data, right? You want to get how to import multiple data. Right. That's right. Okay, no problem. And so okay, Elo has done it for the text. Who else again has done it for the text? So basically it's the same thing. So you go to data, from file, text file, right? You click on this sales data text file. You click on import, and this one wants to import. All we just do is load, right? You can get it. You can get it from Onyeka. Shit. I need somebody to reply in the chat. I think I'll get somebody to help me reply messages in the chat. Okay, thank you, whoever posted it. Yeah. So we go here and just click on load, right? I mean, we can transform it, but as I said, I'm not. Well, the purpose of today's, right? We're taking it in bits just to know how to load it, right? Just load it, right? How to clean it and how to transform it, that's a different place entirely. So click on load and it loads, right? This is the data we have, right? And I said that for me, first thing I do when I get a data table is that I go here and I clear the format, right? I don't like the format that it brings. It has different interesting formats. Now, that's that. The third thing we want to show is how do you now this is very important for those that maybe you work in audit or you work with large volume of continuous data, large volume of repetitive data, large volume of data that is the same. Let's say you have let's use this as an example. Sales data, right? So now I'm going to open this now I'm going to so sorry, hello. Now imagine we have this data. Now this is what we have in this is there's a folder I shared, right? Sales data is a folder now. This one is sales data folder, not sales data text, right? There are multiple sales data. So we have 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019. Now imagine we have multiple I will use accounting term, but it can be applied in accounting or anywhere, right? So let's say you have a trial balance, for example, or you have series of customer files that are the same thing, right? But are just separated into different. So we have, let's say, 2016 trial balance, 2018 trial balance, 2019, 2016 customer data, 2017 customer data. So for example, this is the sales data 2016. It has order ID, date, product, country code, unit cost, sales price, and sales quantity, right? So it has 2016, right? And if I put 2017, you will see that it's the same thing, right? So 2016, 2017, 2018, they're pretty much the same thing, right? It just all that is changing is that it's just a different year, right? It's the same data point we are capturing, but we're capturing it in different years, right? Now, how do we combine everything? How do we import all this? Let's say our client gave us the data, right? In a folder, right? And we downloaded it, right? How do we add everything together without having to copy and paste? Sorry, scratch that. In Excel, let me go back again. There are multiple ways to do multiple things, right? So there are multiple ways to do multiple things. So anything I'm telling you now, you can go somewhere else and learn it in a different way. It's possible. But as I said, I will just share what I know at the moment, right? I'm just sharing what I know, right? So there are multiple ways to do multiple things, right? You can always copy and paste, to be honest, right? if they like stress, you copy and paste, right? But Excel has a functionality. Especially if you have, as I said, certain things in Excel only make sense when you're dealing with larger numbers of data, right? It makes more sense. So let's say we want to import everything here, right? Everything in the sales data into our file, into one file. How do we go about it? The same way we went about previous one. We go to data, we go to get data from file. We want to get it from a folder now, right? Because everything is saved inside one folder. All the files are saved inside one folder. So if I click on from folder, it will ask me what folder. Oh shit! It will ask me what folder I want, and this is the folder I want, sales data folder, right? All I just to do is just click on the data on the folder, right? I have to open the folder, right? I say Excel, everything I need, all the information I need is inside this folder. So I click on that and I click on open, right? And Excel does the magic, and Excel says, oh, I have this folder, I have these different things here, right? What I want to do is that I want to combine them together. So I want to combine 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, right? So what I want to do is I want to combine, right? So I will combine and load, right? So you can combine and transform, combine, but like what I want to do is combine and load, right? I said I'm not transforming the data now, right? The best practice is to transform it, but like you can also transform it on Excel. You have to transform it on Power Pivot, right? So what I just do is combine and load. Excel does its magic, right? It adds everything together, right? And it says, oh, this is everything, right? I said, oh yeah, this is how it is, right? This sample of the first file, blah 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 blah. Excel has identified that these are the headers, right? And I said, perfect. This is what I want. I click on OK, right? And Excel rotates everything for me and blah blah, right? So I have 2016 data. If you go all the way down, you see it's 2019, right? So he has combined all the data from 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, right? There's a question in the chat. Let me see. Please, did you create a new sheet or it's together with other one that's more important? I mean, I created a new sheet because it's the new thing I'm doing, right? I just created a new sheet, but to be honest, it's pretty much the same. If you do it on that old sheet, Excel will still open a new sheet for you, so it's fine, right? Did you get it, right? Excel will, once you import it, you put a new sheet. Yes, perfect by itself, right? So that doesn't matter. And I said, for me, what I do, as my practice, because I don't like Excel green, right? I just come here and I clear the format that they have, right? And you can see that I have my data in I have all the data that I want. What I can just do here for best practice, let me just show you something quick, right? So we have 2017, 2018, 2019, right? Sorry, I'm going to should I do it? Well, sorry. I'm not teaching you this. I'm just doing this, right? I'm just doing it because I want to do it, right? I'm not. Sorry. Okay. So now we have 2016, 17, 18, 19, right? What I can do is that I can do copy and for Mac. What do you use? I honestly don't know. I haven't used a Mac before, right? With Excel. So I know there are bits. There's some nuances, but I pretty much believe it should be the same thing. What I can do here is that everywhere I can come here and say Excel. Control H is find and replace, right? Control H is find and replace. So if I copy this, right, and I press Control H, I say Excel find this, replace this with 2016. So anywhere instead of putting sales, blah 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 blah, just give me 2016. So it replaces 2016, right? Anywhere there's this, just replace it with 2017, right? 2017, replace with 2017 and replace all. Excel does that for me. Same thing here, 2018. Come here. Change this 2018. Replace all. Excel does that for me. And the last one is 2019. Anywhere you see sales, blah, 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 blah. Change it to 2019. And replace all. Yeah, perfect. Right. So now I have a complete clear data set. Right. Do you all understand? Do you all understand? Oh, do I need to go back over anything? Do you understand? Yeah, no, please. Got it. Thank you so much. Right. So pretty much this is just the basics, right? On day 5, which is on Wednesday, please save this because on day 5 we're going to be talking about cleansing data. right? How do we clean the data, right? So now we've imported the data, right? And let me just show you something, right? So this data is this sales data we imported, the text file. You can see it's unclean, right? That means there are spaces in between. Sorry, please. Who can tell me what's wrong with this data you imported from sales data? You can just say it out loud or tell me. What are the multiple things wrong with this data? Or you think is wrong with the data? Oh, sorry, I will go by the process again. Um, before before that, let me just go by the process again. I said I went to get data, went to file, went to folder, clicked on the folder that I needed, click on open, and all I did was just click on combine and load. That's what combine and load, and that was it. Right, pretty much it. That's how I did that. Right. So it gave me a sample. I said it's fine, and I clicked on OK, and it did it for me. Pretty much that's what it was. Right. So yeah. So tomorrow we'll be talking about what's tomorrow? So let me just check, confirm. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Okay, navigation, like working around navigation, min and max, exploring free space, date and time functions. I don't know if we're able to cover everything, but we'll cover as much as we can tomorrow, right? And on Wednesday, we'll now go into cleansing data, right? Which is, to me, one of the very interesting part of Excel, right? Because you can get the data correctly, but it makes sense to clean it, right? Some quick announcements before we close. The plan is to make it just 30 minutes. The recordings, right? Everything is recorded, but everything will be on my YouTube channel. You go, I mean, if you check the mails I've been sending, you will see the link there, right? Onyeka Ogu, right? Make sure you subscribe because the videos will be uploaded, I think, on Thursday, Friday, but only those that are registered will see it, that subscribe will see it, right? Right? So go there, subscribe. When the videos are out, you will know, right? And I also announce it. So please, tomorrow we'll meet again physically. Wednesday we'll meet again physically. Sorry, not physically. We'll meet again on a live session. Tuesday, Wednesday live session. Thursday live session. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday will be pre-recorded and will be on. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So Friday we are talking about. Friday is we're talking about data validation and custom formatting. You don't want to miss that. Saturday, concatenate. Sunday, we are going to talk about data cleansing, right? I mean, some other part of data cleansing. And what I will do is that anything that I fail to speak from Monday to Thursday, I'm going to put it in the Friday to Sunday session, right? So please, even though it will not be a live class, I'm not here to answer your question. Any question you have, you can send to me as on an email. I mean, anybody that send me an email, you know that my response rate is almost immediately, right? I'll reply almost immediately. Or if I can't reply immediately, when we come and have on day 10, when we're having like a revision of day 1 to day 9, I will go over any question that anybody has had. So please, as I said, there are two questions. There are two requests I have from everybody that have joined the call. It's a free session, totally free. But two things that we ask: number one, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Number two is that the only feedback, the only way I know that people are learning is that if I receive feedback. So please shoot me an email with the feedback. Put it on LinkedIn. Oh, I learned this today. Tag me on Instagram. Anything, right? It's the start of the validation that people are actually on the other side of the call and benefiting from the sessions, right? General announcement. Tomorrow, please make sure. Tomorrow, I may not send a mail that is time, right? But please know that 6 o'clock to 6:30 we meet, right? GMT. So if you're in West Africa or any other place, make sure you just recalibrate it to your time zone. So we are on the same, we are at par, right? And tomorrow, before you join the class, make sure you go to the library, download the 4 materials. I should post it today or tomorrow. Download it, right? So that when we come to the class, we can just go head on. Thank you so much for everybody that joined. And we'll see you tomorrow by 6. Thank you. Bye.